Eric S. in Langhorne. We've done work for him sometimes in the past. Number of different line items. See what he accepts. It's going to be mulch install, bush trimming, fabric down, thinning out some tall grasses, an option for landscape stone in the back, some stone over here, some seeding, some topsoil seed in the front. So a number of different random things. I'm going to start in the backyard. I mean, in general, he wants to just freshen everything up. Probably been a bit since he's had some of this work done, so just looking to clean everything up. So starting in the backyard, all these bushes, we're going to prune and shape them up. I got 2, 4, 6 of them, medium-sized shrubs, so prune them up, rake out these beds, clean them out, edge it, black mulch. He wants fabric. This area, I wouldn't probably worry about the fabric because it's like there's more plant than area that you can put the fabric. You can trim these guys pretty dramatically too, by the way. You're not gonna have much of a way getting fabric. If you want to sneak a piece in here just to say we did, that's fine, but most of it's covered by plants. So this is grass, don't worry about it, nothing to do back here. So moving over to here, so a good bit of work over here. He actually didn't say it, but these bushes, let's trim them up, and there's like a vine growing on both of them. Let's get that yanked off. I don't want it looking crappy if we do all this landscape and then we got vines and things not pruned up. So just trim them up. So this whole area, he wants one option for stone. Seems like he wants to go that way if it's not too expensive. The other option would be black mulch. So what we'll do is bust out the whole area, string trim, brush cut, spray it really heavy, preen it up, and then get some fabric down. It's mostly dirt in this whole area. It seems like I said, I think it's been a while since he's had mulch put down. It's pretty much like dirt at this point. I don't see any fabric anywhere, just heavy on the weeds. So just bust that all out, lay down the fabric. I think I measured 45 foot by 20 foot. So you're gonna need a good bit of fabric, get it pinned down. Use some nice good thick fabric. Still spraying stuff because this area is brutal, hasn't been done in a while, probably gets baked by the sun and all. So yeah, get the fabric down. So either way, if it's mulch or stone, he wants fabric pretty much everywhere. I'm gonna quote him for 1 to 3 inch riverjack stone. It's a little bit of a slant, so hopefully we don't have an issue with it sliding. I would go on the heavier side with whatever you put back here, mulch or stone. So that's one option. See what he picks. Moving up to here, these tall grasses, he wants them just shrunk down. So I would just take like a shovel, kind of dig out like maybe that portion of it. You got stone on the other side, so it might be hard to kind of shrink the other side, but whatever you can to just kind of shrink it down. He said they get like ridiculously big. This one, same thing. I would like chop this half, try to dig it out and remove it. Nothing to do with the stone here, but I would say just try to clean up these stones, like just string trim, blow them off, maybe spray some Roundup just in the stone that is here. So the stone we bring in is going to be smaller, and I told him that. This is bigger stone. Our stone will be 1 to 3 inch, will be smaller, and it'll just butt up against it, but that's all good. Moving over to here. So I don't know if we need topsoil or not. Maybe we bring in some because this soil is probably jacked up from the dogs, but maybe bring in some fresh like topsoil, just a little bit, some good high quality stuff, kind of sprinkle it in here, get some seeds, some starter fur. Probably don't really need hay. I'll let you make the call if you think it needs hay or not. And same thing over here, maybe even before you do that, like over here more so, like rake out some of this dead grass just to make room for your stuff to come in. Over here he wants 1 to 3 inch riverjack stone. Just basically like cut a bed, probably like a straight line, like a triangle or whatever you think. Maybe a slight like loop will be fine, whatever looks better for you, you think. Get some fabric down, 1 to 3 inch stone there. And then on this side, 1 stone as well, so you can just kind of cut it basically where it's like weedy and it's not growing. All this area, I would encompass this clear out thing too. Maybe put it like a half arch here, fabric down, stone. And then the last thing in the back was just clean up this area. So fabric down, mulch, cut it out, and then like trim this guy back. Probably just take like the hand snips, try to like tame it a little bit, maybe like snip here, just shrink it down a little bit. Any funky stuff sticking out you can trim. You can ultimately leave it, just try to like tame it a little bit. It looks like it's probably grown in through the siding, so just snip it here if you can. If you can somehow yank that piece maybe, but I wouldn't go crazy on the top. That's it for the back. then up front to this little bed, you know, you can basically just see the weeds. Dig all this out, cut it all out. It's got really aggressive weedy growth everywhere, so just really dig it out well, preen it, get some good spray down. So again, he wants the fabric, so a little bit of fabric in here. Don't go crazy. Don't like put the fabric all the way to the edge because it'll probably show, but get a little bit down here if you can, and then get some mulch on there just so he can say we did the fabric everywhere. Over here he has old mulch beds. We're going to transition them to seed. He wanted sod. I said we don't really mess with sod, so we'll just topsoil seed them. So dig this stuff out. You have to dig out some of the mulch, bring in some topsoil, get it nice and level. That one as well. Topsoil seed starter for hay. Up here is going to be a little bit of a pain. So he wants all these big stones taken out, not like removed from the property, but just picked up. I would just pick them up, put them right outside the bed, clean out the beds, because I don't know if there's not fabric down there or it's just been so long, but he wants fresh fabric put down. So bust out these beds, weed them all out, clean them all up, get some new fresh fabric down, put the stones back however you want. He's not particular with the design or anything. He's like, do whatever you want, whatever looks good, whatever. But I would keep it like this, you know, have the stone running, stone up through the middle, stone along the border, and then in between you can do black mulch. Again, he wants fabric everywhere, and then trim and prune all these bushes. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 mediums. I'd say 2 larges. Call them 2 larges. So just prune and shape these guys. This guy's like getting funky. I would so the laripe needs to be trimmed. Looks like it hasn't been trimmed in years. That needs a pretty good trim back. Get all that yellowy dead crap out of here. This guy, I would snip all the stuff that's like real funky sticking out like that. These things, and maybe start. These are ideally are like umbrella cut, but it's not full enough that it can do that. But if you could do that to these branches, just snip them so that it has that like flat thing going on. These are really like weeping trees kind of. Just this one's a little odd shaped. And then this guy back here, this thing, I don't even know what this is. I wonder if we don't. I guess you can cover it in mulch. It's probably fine. It looks like it's bolted down. If they really needed to, they can remove the mulch. This guy looks like it's like half dead. So I would just cut out all the dead stuff. That might mean like trimming this all up, cutting all the brown out, cutting this brown out, and then see what it does. Maybe it'll come back. This whole area, clean it all out, fresh fabric. Got some stones in here. The other option is you could put the stones on this thing. I don't know, whatever you think. So the laripe trim back. These guys trim them back. Same thing here. You're gonna have to remove the stone, put the fabric down, put the stone back, trim all the laripe. I don't know. It looks like there's kind of some fabric down here. If you can salvage it, great. If not, gut it out. Fresh fabric. Got some stumps in here, so just have to kind of work around those. If you can get them out as a bonus for them, if they're not too much of a nightmare, go ahead. But if not, I would just, I don't know if you can even, yeah, I would just pile the mulch on top, get the fabric around it and pile the mulch on top to try to hide them. And that's it.